So we're here at Ethan Becker's Fall Gathering 2012, and last night we got in kind of late, and somebody walks up to me and hands me this big, huge, gargantuan knife that I can't see real well, but I started swinging it around, and it felt remarkably similar to, at least the weighting of it, to something that I get a lot of pleasure out of, and that's this little lawnmower blade parang. The weighting of it felt really similar, and it had a pretty unique design, so I thought I would talk to the maker about the different features and things. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you got there?
Well, my name's Todd Hunt, and I've been making knives for about 15 years. Only started to do it more on a semi-professional basis within the last 5 years, and kind of a little bit more seriously in the last 2 years. So how the concept of this particular knife came was it was helped along with my friend Corey Murphy, and how the concept kind of came out was about 5 years ago. I made a knife for Corey that I always kind of had a spur in my saddle over. I didn't really particularly care for the knife too much, but I went ahead and made the knife for him, and yada yada yada. Fast forward, I was invited to come down here to Ethan's last spring, and Corey wanted a new knife, and I didn't. Since Corey and I had become better friends, I felt a little bit more comfortable speaking up and throwing in my 2 cents, opposed to just shutting up and making the knife. So I didn't. The concept behind the knife that he wanted to make was good, but I just really wanted to try to. There was parts of the knife that I saw that didn't have useful purposes, so I wanted to make something that, as absolute possible, make every surface of it have some kind of use. So after several drawings and a couple of cold beers, this is what we came up with, and basically it's named the M-18. Let Murphy name it, and we both thought it was kind of a neat concept, named after the M-18 Claymore mine. But you know, the front half, it's this particular one is made out of a 1/4-inch piece of 01 tool steel, and it's heat treated in the lower 50s, or about 54, 55 RC, and it's 16 inches long, and it weighs about 2 pounds. And the forward portion is really good. You know, it's a little bit forward weight heavy, but that really makes an aggressive chopping feature in the front.
Yeah, and it's again, what immediately attracted it to me is it has the right, at least for my hands, the right amount of forward weight to be really good at chopping and things like that.
Some other features, you know, it's got the front flat, which can be used for a lot of scraping. This top edge is rolled, and we have an inside grind here that's a hollow grind that's been used as a draw knife. And people always ask about the hole. It's just there for looks, but that's not really necessarily the case. I've never been a big lanyard man, but I put a lanyard on these because the knife can actually be supported by the lanyard, and the whole weight of the knife is actually supported by your elbow, and that's, you use this, and the forward jimping and the forward curvature can actually be used for precise work or for skinning work. And I mean, if it was only the one knife you had, I mean, not many people just have one knife, but it was trying to utilize all the space.
And it's the other thing that you haven't said yet is that there's jimping here if you want to use it in that kind of a grip. It's got more out here for some of the things that you were demonstrating, and then it's got some on the pommel.
Yeah, what I had in mind there, I tried to take everything that I wanted to do with the knife, and then I got to thinking what would be the type of things that I would use it for. I haven't been able to enjoy it lately, but I used to deer hunt a lot, and I haven't been able to try this feature out, but my mindset was being able to batten through bone joints. And the jimping just helps whatever you want to get there, to apply a purchase to it. And this particular one does have Ethan Becker handles on it, and the reason is I've always kind of been a stiffler for ergonomics, and his handles are just the greatest in the industry as far as I'm concerned. And maybe later models will probably have my handles on it, but for now they're just really nice and convenient, and Ethan's been gracious enough to not throw a fit about it.
Yeah. The other thing that I've seen this, not this actual blade, but this design used for is a spatula.
Yeah.
You got a spatula right there if you need to turn something over. Or
yeah, the little brother to that I actually used to do my eggs this morning. So,
yeah,
so it was kind of handy.
So anyway, that's the M-18.
M-18.
And this one is actually leaving with me. He doesn't know it yet, but it is.
I know now.
Yeah.
It's not a journey.
Every journey comes to an end.
But the dreams continue.
The world turns.
And we turn with it.
But wherever I go,
There you are.
the M-18.
It's a sexy knife.